Hello, it's Sharon for Mad Paper Crush, and today I was just going to do a little flip through of a new kit that I have in the shop. This one's called Moody Blues, and it has a lot of blues, some birds, and a whole bunch of just a mix of different vintage ephemera in it. And there are some, full page that you could use like in a journal signature, or even to build like a journal cover, or to use for pockets or flips or things like that. There's 6 of those pages, and then there are 4 pages of like collage bits, or I'm calling them buildables, like things that you could use to build on top of some of the tags and ephemera that I have in here. And then there's also 3 background pages, and so I'll show you those as we go through. So let me see what we got here. Okay, so this is the first page, and as you can see, I tried to put a nice splash of blue in each of the pages, and then plus add a whole bunch of neat different vintage ephemera around. And then I added some grunge and some tape, some vintage scotch tape or something on there, some vintage clear tape on there to make it look nice and old and grungy. So that's the first page. And then here is the second page. This one has a book page in it from Gulliver's Travels, which I think is fun. And a beautiful bird here that also has some blue in the background. And this page has a different kind of each of the blues in here were from either wallpapers or different patterns that I had found and layered together with textures and things like that. So this one has some vintage handwriting, which I love, and this big advertisement for Hayward's Fine Clothing, this cool label there with some cherubs on there. And then some more birds and book pages and music pages on that one. And you could even cut these apart and use them for, collage or something if you wanted to as well. There's so much, that you could use in these pages. And then this one has some vintage advertisement, and here's a nice big blue swatch in this one. I love old lettering books, so this one's really cool. It has a page from a lettering book there. It has this fun little French tag in there. Some more vintage handwriting, and this beautiful woman looking off into the distance there. And then this one has a page from like an old magazine in here, plus some designs, these flourishes, these frames. I love these frames. And then some more just bits of ephemera and some other lovely birds there. And each of them have that the little vintage tape all around to kind of pull them all together so that they look the same. This one even has some lined paper in there that you could write on, or cut out to put on a note card or something like that, so you could have a lined piece there. And then here's another one. This one has some ledger page in it. This one has this really cool book page from like an insect book here. I love this old advertisement for skirts that's in there. And this label that I made a blue edge with to kind of match everything there. And this is from a catalog about crackers and things. I think that's fun. So there's that one. Those are the 6 pages there. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So those are the 6 full pages. And then we have a couple pages of ephemera. So these are just bits that you could use for collage. You could use them to build on some of these other things that I have. So let me pull out that one. So this page here has 3 tags on it, plus some little pieces of fussy cut ephemera that you could pull out. But I was thinking you could take some of these bits and build them onto, layer them onto these tags to make these even more interesting for you, to add, more colors and more interest around. So this is the tag page with some, like I said, with some extra fussy cut ephemera in there. And then why don't I show you this one while we're at it. So this is the other big ephemera pieces. So there are two of these mini file folders. So you can fussy cut them and then fold them in half and they become like a little file folder. And actually one of the background pages I did print onto the back of this. So you can see here, this is one of the background pages. So it has all the patterns, but I made it just kind of monotone. So to match some of the browns and different things of the vintage ephemera. So I thought that was fun. And then the other background page, which I didn't print, is also just, it's pretty much like this, but it has the blues. So it's kind of all just a similar blue on here, a monotone blue. So that's, this is one background. Then I have a blue background that's has this kind of design. And then the third full page background is this one, which is just sort of a background page that has some foxing to it and things like that. And then I added some of the grunge that I had added to the other ones. And you could put this on the background of any of the pages. So you could, you know, print on, you know, this on the back of these. You can print these on the back of each other, you know, to have double-sided pages if you wanted to as well. All right, so let me get back to, okay, so these were the file, the mini file folders that I was talking about. And you can see I tried to do them, you know, right side up on this half and right side up on this half. So when you fold it in half, they're both right side up. And then, excuse me, back to the pieces of ephemera that I have here. I just pulled out different bits that I thought matched the pages. Plus, you know, I wanted to pull out the blues that we had in there so that you could use them in different parts of a journal, or like I said, you know, to make tags or note cards or different things like that. Excuse me. And then this is the last one, and it's the same kind of thing. I pulled out like that little French tag that was there. I pulled out some of the other pieces that were there. I love this wallpaper and the color that kind of has the blues on it there, and this cool postcard with some of the tape on there as well. And so that is my Moody Blues kit. And I will put the link down below, or even in a card, I think somewhere around here. I think it's going to be over here, if you'd like to take a look at the kit in my shop. Thanks so much for watching.